welcome to Sigiriya. Overwan, or welcome to Sri Lanka. So we landed in Colombo yesterday, and we're slowly making our way up north. The whole point of this trip is to see the Tamil territory in the northern borderlands, as it were, of Sri Lanka. It was a place that was racked by civil war and conflict for many decades, as the Tamils, a sort of ethnic group who originally came from India, fought for their own independent nation. Thankfully that war came to a close in 2009. We're hopefully going to see how the region has been reconstructed and how tourism is now playing its role in revitalising the north of the country. But before we get up north, we've stopped in central Sri Lanka to break up the journey, and we're staying at this magnificent jet wing hotel. This is Jet Wing Lake, and it's just a short drive from one of the most iconic spots in Sri Lanka, a place called Sigiriya. Now, if you've seen any pictures of Sri Lanka, you've probably seen a picture of this monolith, this rock rising high above the plains around it. And this afternoon, weather dependent, we will be climbing to the top of this ancient rock fortress and palace. So join me as we tackle Sigiriya, or the Lion Rock. Let's go. So this is the famous Sigiriya. Right, so we are in Sigiriya. You ready to climb the rock, Claire?
I am, yeah. I'm just looking up the history of it.
Can you tell me?
The citadel on top of Sigiriya Lion Rocks was built by King Kashyapa, who ruled from 477 to 495 AD.
There you go.
He was worried of potential attacks from his brother.
Do you know why?
Why?
Because King Kashyap the First killed his own dad.
Oh,
and
really?
Seized the throne.
Oh, I did not know that.
We just come through the entrance of Sigiriya. It's a 5th century rock, as Claire was saying, built by King Kashyap, who killed his own dad and then turned this giant rock into a fortress. This is the entrance, and it's surrounded by moats, beautiful little lily pads. But yeah, stretching all the way around the base of what was the palace to stop the invaders getting in and to stop his brother from taking revenge.
The main entrance was a drawbridge. That means Sigiriya was not kingdom. Sigiriya was one of fortress. It is one of fortress because their king, his name Kashyapa, and he came kill the father. He killed the father in Anuradhapura. You know why he killed the father? Because he want to come king. He killed his own father, then he come to here.
Brutal.
Then he built on this 5th century AD. That means Sigiriya 1600 years old. But he ruled in here just 18 years. The period he built there 2 palace and 3 garden and 3 entrance and 2 moat. Outer moat and inner moat. And I told you they had 2 palace. Main palace was right up the top. It's called it winter palace, and down area was called it summer palace. That means raining season he living on right up the top. They come on a dry season, he come back to the bottom. That's why they built 2 palace. He ruled in here just 18 years. Just 18 years.
What happened after the 18 years?
He was a committed suicide. There I have a 4 swimming pool. Right hand side 2 swimming pool. Left hand side 2 swimming pool. But it is not king swimming pool. There was a ladies pool. Because they king Kashyapa, I told you his name Kashyapa, but he never married. He had 500 dancing girls.
Oh wow.
He never married, but he had 500 dancing girls. It is a ladies pool.
The swimming pools were for his dancers.
Yes. The rock was a natural 2.5 million years ago.
Oh wow.
2.5 million years ago. It is a volcanic rock. 200 meter ground level right up the top.
It's like a volcanic plug, is that
Yes.
what you call it? Yeah.
Yes. 200 meter ground level right up the top. About sea level to right up the top 368 meter.
368 meters.
368. But today we have to climb 1,202 steps.
So here it is. This is the famous rock, the Lion's Rock, and it's 368 meters above sea level. But because we're 168 meters above sea level already, the actual climb to the top is about 200 meters and up 1,200 steps. So yeah, and it's weather dependent because when it rains and when it thunderstorms, The top can get hit by lightning, and the steps can get very slippery.
But they call it elephant entrance because on that rock.
Looks
It
like an
look like
elephant.
elephant. It is a natural one. They have a 3 entrance. You get a 3 animal: elephant, lion, and cobra. They make symbol and power.
Yeah.
That's why he make 3 entrance. He get elephant, lion, and cobra.
So these are the first steps, first of 1,200 steps. And so interestingly, they have a real problem with hornets and wasps here. I think we'll see more when we get to the top because they have emergency shelters, big serious emergency shelters in case the hornets and the wasps swarm the rock. Sounds pretty crazy, but it is true. They have problems when hornets literally swarm all of Sigiriya. And the guide was saying he's been stung a lot. He's been stung many times. And it's worse when it's windy and in this season. So hopefully we don't get stung to death by hornets. How often do the hornets attack?
Actually, we don't know whatever time they come in on attack.
Yeah.
A lot of on a mid time, too hot. They
Okay.
get in too hot.
So they hide when it's hot, or they come out when it's hot?
Yes, come on a hot.
Oh, so when it's hot, they come out?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Then they came a lot of school children.
Right.
The children get sound on
They make noise.
yes noise.
Oh.
Then they come on attack.
Oh, so we're supposed to be quiet?
Yes.
Oh.
I told you, the King Kashyapa had 500 women. He had 500 dancing girl. He built 500 figures painting opposite the rock around this area. Main rock and every cave they built on a woman painting. Then I told you the king came, killed the father. Then I told you he ruled in here just 18 years. After the 18 years, they started abandoned. Because then after I told you he have a brother. His name Mugalan. After the 18 years, Mugalan come to attack. He was he take army. He make army. Then he come to attack with Kashyapa. 2 brothers. They get a face-to-face attack. And the king Kashyapa, he come in on the lost.
Oh.
He get on the lost. Then he decide we come on a suicide.
Oh, he killed himself?
Himself he cut in of the head.
Oh.
Yes, himself he cut in of the
Yeah.
That's a karma.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a karma. Because he killed his own father. Because why he killed the father? He want to come king. After he committed suicide, then their brother come to king. Then he came here. But he never ruled in there. He also decide again back to the monks. Then they start to abandon it. Because the monks doesn't like woman painting.
500.
So it's a
So this marble is the original marble. So 1,600 years old. And then this was the main entrance where Claire's footsteps coming up. Alright, so this way to the summit, and hopefully we're going to beat the rain. There you go, more warnings for the honeybees. Yeah, this entire rock was turned into a fortress, a palace just for one man, Kashyapa, to fuel his ego. Madness, really. And as our guide was saying, he only lived here 18 years before he was then dethroned by his own brother, committed suicide. Mad life.
we walk to next level.
The rain is coming, so we're rushing to the top now. Wow, so these rocks here, they were built as a defense basically for the fortress. So if anyone attacked, they could push this rock off. If you ever come here, you'll see that it's sort of precariously balanced on some smaller rocks, and they could release it onto anyone trying to attack. Of course, he needed to be heavily defended, but in the end, his ego got the better of him, and he was defeated outside the fortress. So he led his army out of the fortress to attack his brother. In a place called Habanara, I think, which is where there's loads of hotels now, about 20 kilometers away from here. And yeah, he was defeated. And the moral of the story: if you build a fortress, stay in it. All right, getting steeper. Right, so these here are the wasp shelters. So if there's hornets attack, you run for these Take shelter. Mental.
This is the lion entrance. Can you see there two pose of lion?
Oh yeah.
Here two pose of lion. But I told you, king period, they have built huge lion head. They have built huge lion head. This lion pull open the mouth. Kings are go through the mouth.
All right. So you walked into the
Yes.
fort, into the palace.
On here.
Through the mouth.
See the steps. This is the mouth area. Then I told you today we can't see lion head.
Yeah.
They go on a nature. This is a nature destroyed. Sigiriya. Sigiriya before they call in Sigiriya.
Sigiriya.
Yes, Sigiriya. Sigiriya they come to Sigiriya. You know why they call in Sigiriya? Singha mean lion. Our language. Singha mean lion. Giriya mean a rock. They call in a lion rock. That's why they call in lion rock. So now we have to start like this.
This is the last stretch.
Steep bit.
Yeah. Travel, walk up these little metal steps, and then you're at the top. Let's go. Final stretch.
Be careful of your hand.
The wind is picking up now. But the last stretch up to the rock is just on these metal steps. And yeah, you can really feel the winds up here, really exposed. This is a monument to madness, and this is a walk of madness in this weather. So we're almost at the top. This is the view. Claire's footsteps has made it too.
Don't
Just about.
Claire's footsteps to the edge of a rock. Gale force winds.
Yeah, I mean some of this looks a bit sketchy though. Look at this.
It's just the wind.
Oh, this way. So yeah, we're perched precariously on the edge of this rock with traffic jams and queues of people trying to get past. Nice view though, even with the clouds. Alright, we're at the top. Sri Lanka. You can tell from my wonky hat, it's very blustery up here. This is the top.
Top of the palace. Then we are ready on a 200-meter ground level to here. About sea level to here, 368 meter. But you have to climb more 2 steps. That's the last 2. When you climb there 2, you made it 1,202 steps. This is the last 2.
Oh, these are bonus steps.
Yes. Yeah. And 3.5 acres have on right up the top. 3.5 acres. It is a royal palace for the king. These are the royal palace.
Oh, you have to wait. So that's 1,222 steps.
1,202.
How many?
1,202.
1,202 steps. So King Kashyap's palace is now the domain of dogs. Hey guys. Yo. So yeah, in the weather with the clouds, it's pretty atmospheric actually. But we're going to walk around the top and then make our way down before the rain hits the top, because these steps were designed to get slippy in the rain, so that if you were attacking the fortress, you couldn't climb up it, which makes it difficult for the tourists. This is one of the first capitals of a Sri Lankan kingdom, but in the distance over this way, beyond those mountains, that's the way to Kandy, which was another ancient Sri Lankan capital, and not just an ancient capital, but the last independent capital of a Sri Lankan kingdom before the British came in and colonised, took over the remaining Sri Lankan kingdoms and turned it into the colony of Ceylon. Oh wow, and down here you can see these landscape gardens. Oh. So this was all King Kashyap's palace. And this here was King Kashyap's personal swimming pool, which they filled with rainwater. So man knew how to live.
With his 500 women.
As Claire said, with his 500 women, and concubines or dancing ladies, as the guide said. It was a lavish life he lived. Right, the descent begins. Get down before it rains, eh, Claire? The path splits here, so we came up this way, and then you get out by going around the side here. I think there's one more attraction for us to see as well. Alright, so on this side of the rock, you've got the mirror wall. So again, to demonstrate the ego of King Kashyapa. He had this built and then polished with limestone mortars and egg whites, so that it had a very reflective surface. So, of course, he could see himself. Yeah, as I said, this is a monument to one man's ego, really. And this mirror wall here, which was once shiny and reflective enough so that the king could stare at himself all day as he walked past. And it's kind of a reflection of that madness and ego. The last stage in the Sigiriya experience, at the top of these steps, there's these spiral staircases. There's a cave. And in that cave is a rather pornographic painting made of some of King Kashyapa's dancing girls, I presume. However, you're not allowed to take pictures or film in the cave. I'm going to go take a look, but you guys will have to use your imagination. The rain is pouring down now as well. We just made it under the shelter of the cave at the right time. Wow. Insane, if you can hear that. Absolutely pissing it down. Yeah, wow, it's tipping it down now. We've got to get... Alright, we got caught in the thunderstorm. It seems like it's moving over pretty quickly, so we're going to try and make a dash for it through the rain. Alright guys, so a quick outro to Sigiriya. Because we got caught in the rain, it started thundering. The steps were slippy, people were falling down. Claire's footsteps fell over as well on the way back down. It got pretty hectic getting out of there. So we're soaked. It's now dark as well, we had to beat the sunset. But we made it back to the hotel. So that's it from the Sigiriya. Sigiriya is a monument to one man's maniacal existence. A patricidal lunatic who became king after murdering his own father. But thankfully, he only reigned for 18 years before he was deposed.